Hello there, and welcome back to Pallegney. We're up at the crack of dawn this morning, literally. Got my flashlight out so I can see. And the reason we're up early is because it is harvest month this month. So if we take a look at our map, we've got fields 13, 14 and 17, all full of wheat. And if we look at the growth stage, they are all ready to harvest. So we're going to be busying ourselves with that for quite a lot of the month, possibly all of it. We have to harvest the wheat, collect the hay, lime the fields, and possibly plant a new crop for next year. Let's take a look at our crop calendar. Okay, so we don't quite need to plant a new crop yet. What I'm thinking, I did a little bit of research outside of the game, and I found that barley generates slightly more yield than wheat. So I think I'm going to replant barley in at least 2 of those 3 fields, because barley or wheat or whichever grain into chicken feed I believe is 1-to-1, so we may as well just use the crop that gives the most yield. So our plan for today is to harvest the fields, and you can see it's just starting to get light now. I also downloaded the Relight mod, which adds absolutely beautiful, stunning lighting to the game, so we can enjoy the sunrise together. Anyways, before we get started with our harvesting, I want to take a look at our chickens. They are really low on grain. I thought they might be, so let's give them some grain. Quick over the fence, and we can also grab the eggs from their storage because that looks to be filling up quite quickly. So let's jump in our tractor, fire it up, and we'll grab some grain out of our silo. Give them all 7,000 litres because we will be topping this up. I'm trying to remember how much our total harvest of wheat was last year, because we have 7,000 litres to spare, so that will really help making our calculations for how much we need for the year accurate. I might have to go back to an older video to see how much we actually got last year. I'll make a note that we made 7,000 litres extra. Anyway, that's the chickens fed. Enjoy your wheat, chickens. I'll be back to feed you in another couple of months. And I'll be back over here in a second to steal all your eggs. I'll grab these 2 pallets. And then we'll grab the rest another time. Let's put these in our storage for now. Something I've also been thinking about outside of the game is a direction to take our farm, and I realised that I have the straw production pack downloaded, so I think what I might do is take a look at straw pellet production. I did have a little... Oh, not sure what that was. Our forklift's complaining at us. Anyway, I had a little play with it in a test environment, or a test farm. So I'll switch our tractor lights off. Had a little play with it in a test farm, and it looks like something that could be fun to play with. So we need about 350,000 euros to build the pellet production facility. The pellet production machine also costs about 300,000 euros, but we can rent that machine. So I think that's what I'm going to aim for. Should be a fun little experiment. Alright, enough waffling. Let's get in our harvester. And before we start harvesting, I'm going to take a quick stop at the petrol station. Okay, here we are, back at the farm with a full tank of diesel just over €1,000 it cost me to fill up. Not so bad considering we bought the harvester new with a full tank of diesel in August 2 years ago. So it's lasted me 2 years of harvesting. Alright, let's connect our header and hit the fields for the day. I'm going to start off in this long skinny field here. Just quickly jump out of our harvester, take a look. Oh, doesn't that just look beautiful? Expected yield 123% out of a maximum of 125, so we'll see what we get here. Let's fire up the header and let's start our harvest. Oh, we need to do the, don't forget to do the swathing. That's going to be very useful for our extra income. Okay. Already 8% full, and we literally haven't covered anything so far. So this is going to be a very good harvest, I think. Go once around the headland and see just how much we're going to gain from this field. 20% full already. We've literally hardly done anything, so yeah, this is going to be a good harvest. Anyways, I will cease my waffling and I will see you back here once this field is complete. Okay, so we are coming to the end of harvesting this first field. We have 2 full trailer loads of wheat. So this is our... We've had 2 full harvester loads of wheat so far. This is our 3rd. So this has been a very good harvest for this field. I think we're going to be pretty close to 7,000, maybe a little bit over 7,000 on this third harvester load. So 27,000 litres just off of this field. I still don't remember how much it is we used for the chickens last year. I do need to calculate that, taking into account the little bit of triticale we gave them. I think it was about 1,800 litres or so. But I will look at that and work out how many more chickens we can get. So there we go, this field is done. 7,228, so 27,228 litres in total. Let's carry on with this field. This field, of course, will eventually become smaller as we expand our farm operation, but for now it can be used for various crop experiments. I am debating on whether to take a massive loan to purchase the pellet packaging factory. It's 350,000 euros. Sure, the bank would be very happy with me if I did that. They'll be getting some nice interest payment. At the same time, I'm not sure I want to borrow that much money. Trying to be responsible. But you know, it's always fun to buy the thing. We will see once I've finished harvesting. Maybe I should sleep on it. You know what they say, always sleep on any big decisions you have to make. Anyways, I will continue with this field and I'll be back with you once I'm done. Okay, so we are almost done with this second field, and we're on our 6th harvester load for both of the fields, so almost 60,000 litres here, 57,000 litres currently, plus whatever we gain from this last pass on this field. So this has been an incredibly good harvest. We still have another field to do. As I mentioned, it will be a little lesser yielding, but it's still going to be another field that I would imagine is probably going to give us 20 to 30,000 litres. So I guess you could say we have some wheat. We'll see exactly how much we've got when we've done all 3 fields. We'll just finish off this final piece here, and I think I'm going to empty this harvester load straight into the silo. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to empty this this load straight into the silo, then I'll put the header on its trailer and get the harvester over to the other field. I've been thinking about buying a spot sprayer to assist with precision farming. I've heard that it's the way to get the most efficiency out of precision farming. I haven't tried it in it myself, so that's something I might consider once we're done harvesting here. Okay, let's drop the header on the trailer. Just seeing it snap in place. So let's head over to our third field. See, we're obviously getting busier and busier every harvest season. I felt like we weren't really that busy last harvest season. We only had 2 fields. This season we have 4. And 3 of them, all 3 wheat fields are ready to harvest today. The other spelt field is either going to be next month or the month after. But it's nice to be busy. Okay, so here's our other field on the right here. As you can see, there is quite a lot of ground to cover. So we will line ourselves up. Now, where am I going to put the header? This is always a challenge where to put the header, because we can't drive on other farmers' fields. And quite rightly so. Okay, I'm going to park the header trailer here. And then I'm just going to reverse up here and get ourselves attached, and then we'll start on the headland. Let's get the headland of this field done. And this is a medium-sized field, I would say. We're going to be planting a different crop in here. My original idea was to plant grass in here for the rest of summer. We can do a bit of mowing and baling of our own grass, and that would be really good for silage come winter time. And then next year we'll plant sorghum in the field, which is perfect for our flour mill to produce flour for our bread. Seems like a pretty good plan to me. And I guess we will need to buy mowing equipment, a windrower. We already have the baler. I think we can get those at a relatively good price though. We will see how our money goes over the next couple of months. Probably going to have to do a few contracts to top up our bank balance if we want to buy that equipment, as well as the straw pellet production. But that's something I'm going to look at once I have completed this field. Okay, I'm going to continue harvesting, and I will be back with you soon. Okay, so we are approaching yet another full harvester tank. I think that's number 8 now, so 80,000 litres. I wonder if we'll get 100,000 litres out of this in total once we've done this field. We've definitely got another 10,000 there, but do we have 20,000? I don't think we do. It's going to be close. Even if we don't, still a very impressive wheat harvest for us this year. I think once we're done harvesting, I'm going to get this field cleared from straw. I'm going to get it limed. And then I think I'm going to plant grass in. I'm going to try and get that done this month, because then that can be growing. We might get 2 full grass harvests out of this field, which will be some nice silage bales for winter for us, just to maximize our income. Okay, back to the harvest. I will see you again probably once we are done this field and back over at the farm. Okay, so we are approaching, or we're just completing the last little strip of our third wheat field here. Now, I don't think we're quite going to get a full harvester load here, but we've definitely got a lot of wheat. So we're on 98,000 litres. Maybe we'll get to 98,500 by the time we finish this little strip. That's definitely a lot of wheat. So we're going to have plenty of chicken grain. We're going to be able to put some in our flour mill to produce flour for bread. And we'll be able to get some more chickens, which is great. There we go. We're done. So 8,681 in the harvester. I think 30,000 in the trailer over there. So almost 40,000 litres from this field. Okay, let's switch off the harvester here. We'll jump over to our tractor and trailer. We'll get this emptied. So I did a little bit of backtracking to see how much we got from last season's wheat harvest. So we only did the long skinny field because the other field obviously had mustard in it. We got 24,000 litres. When we went to fill up the chickens this morning, there was 7,000 litres left. The chickens used 2,000 litres of triticale plus 17,000 litres, 19,000. So it'd be 17,000 and then 19. Yeah, so I think the chickens used about 19,000 litres for the year. Let's round it up to 20. So I think we can easily up our chicken numbers to 240. Let's take care of that next. 96,160 litres, wow. So let's go over to our chickens. Let's take care of that first of all. Here, now, what I am not sure about is how the mod I have downloaded interact with the regular chicken productivity, because if I allow automatic reproduction, the chickens are going to start reproducing. However, what I prefer to happen is if I buy a rooster that then breeds with the other chickens. Let's see. I'm going to go into our animal dealer. Let's buy a rooster. What I do know is that if you don't have this extra animal mod on, under the rooster, it says that the roosters don't serve any purpose. They just, they're just there. But with this mod on, it's saying that the rooster takes care of your chickens. I guess that's a polite way of putting it. So for a couple of months, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to buy just one rooster and we'll see if he takes care of our chickens. All right, so next up, let's grab our baler and let's go clear that third field. We'll clear it of straw. We'll see how many bales we get. And what I'm thinking, if we get around 8 bales, I can probably fit them on our trailer. If I get more than 8 bales, I think I'm going to look at buying a bale loader. I'm going to have to buy one eventually, because if we're planning on putting grass in that field, we're going to need something to load bales. A forklift just isn't going to cut it. Let's lower our baler and let's get going. I really would like to switch this out for a square baler at some point, especially if we're going to be doing the straw pellet production. Square balers do cost a little bit more. Maybe we can find one in the discount store. That would be nice. Okay, I will get the straw in this field baled and I will come back to you once I'm done. Okay, we are approaching the end of our baling task. I like how a lot of the bales in the upper part of the field have very kindly made their way to the bottom of the field so they're easier to collect. You can see this kind bale doing its part right there. Except for that one over there who tried to escape into the neighbour's field. Definitely going into the pellet maker first, if that's what we decide to do with them. The other ones I'll spare for a little longer. Alright, so 15 bales. A lot more than the 8 I was originally hoping for. Not hoping for, but just from a perspective of filling up the trailer. So I think what we're going to do is we'll take the baler back to our farm. We might just rent bale loader for now. Let's see what options we have when we get back there. Let's take a look at our options. So not in there. What do we have in the discount store? Well, would you look at that? We do have the New Holland big baler. Wow, that would be really handy to get the square bales that the pellet maker attachment needs to feed the pellet maker. How much is our baler worth? Let's see, 53,000. We took it over to the store, fixed it up. We might get a little more for it. I wonder how much that would be worth if we got it fixed up. We paid about 90,000 for it. I'm going to test this out because I would really like to have that square baler. It creates bales so much quicker. The bales are bigger. You don't have to stop every time a bale is complete because it just pushes them out the back. The only downside is that if we want to make silage, we also need a bale wrapper. But if we're going down the pellet production path, we probably won't be relying on silage as a source of income as much. Let's get over to the store. I'm going to see how much I can get for this baler. I'm going to repair this for 200. Let's repaint this because I think I am going to sell it. Yeah, we can get 74,000 for it. I think we paid 99, so we're losing 25%. But I really want that other baler, so yeah, let's sell that. Let's jump into the discount store and perfect. There it is, waiting over there, looking all shiny. And this is the first tool we need for our pelleting operation. So happy that we picked it up. Okay, so this video doesn't end up being too long. I cleared the bales off the field and lined it off camera. I went back to the farm, picked up the drill, and now we're back at our field ready to plant some grass seeds. Okay, so we are almost done drilling this field with grass. I made the mistake again of thinking I could do a couple of laps of the headland and then letting an AI worker finish the drilling while I rolled it myself, and then once again realised I don't have an extra tractor. I think we're getting at the point of our operation where another tractor would really be useful just to keep things manageable so we're not working until very late in every episode. So that might be something I have to look at fairly soon. Okay, I think we're going to end this episode here. I will continue and roll the field off camera. So as always, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying following along in the series. If you are, of course, please do consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel, and maybe even leaving a comment. Let me know what you think. You like the mods, you not like the mods, anything I could be doing differently. Let me know your thoughts. Until next month, bye for now.